As the country enters the election year, the battle for the 2027 presidency is already taking shape. Today, Wiper Patriotic Front leader Kalonzo Musyoka hosted the Linda Mwananchi team in a show of opposition solidarity, even as he dismissed claims that he is holding talks with President William Ruto, following the circulation of an old video that sparked speculation online. The meeting came hours before President Ruto's address to the nation. NTV's Susan Waweru tells us more.
One term.
Kenya's opposition is increasingly shifting from isolated campaigns to public display of unity. Thursday's meeting between Wiper Patriotic Front leader Kalonzo Musyoka and the Linda Mwananchi team led by Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna was the latest in a series of engagements among opposition leaders. In recent weeks, Sifuna has separately met Jubilee presidential hopeful Fred Matiang'i. Although each leader maintains a separate presidential ambition, the growing frequency of these meetings point to an opposition keen on keeping coalition talks alive ahead of the next year's general election.
That we are going to unite. We have no option. All of us who love this country so dearly, who have sacrificed so much that this country can be a true democracy, not a dictatorship, not a kleptocracy, not a gangster regime, not a gangsterism, which is what it is today. So I want to tell Mr. William Ruto, please stop. Stop imagining that one Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka can ever join you. We'll meet at the ballot.
Kalonzo's remarks came after a video showing him greeting President William Ruto resurfaced online, fueling speculation that he had softened his stance against the Kenya Kwanza administration. The meeting also comes just weeks after opposition leaders began invoking what they call the All-Kalau formula, arguing that the recent by-election demonstrated voters can embrace government development projects while still voting against the ruling party. Sifuna says after holding rallies across several counties, one message has consistently emerged from Kenyans.
They want to see one team united as the people who believe that President William Ruto does not deserve a second term. We must preach the unity of the opposition. And it's a unity that is based on certain values. And I'm coming to that as our second agenda here today, is to try to build consensus amongst the leadership of the opposition as to what they view is important to the people of Kenya at this particular moment in time.
But even as the opposition projects cohesion, President William Ruto's former deputy Rigathi Gachagua escalated attacks against his former boss Thursday evening's State of the Nation address. Rather than unveiling new government plans, Gachagua challenged the president to account for his administration's record over the last 4 years.
Tell Kenyans why you have made Kenya worse than Haiti, a nation of goons. Why have you made the National Police Service to be synonymous with goonism? Why are you persecuting the people of Kenya using police and goons?
The exchange underscores how the country's political conversation is increasingly shifting from governance to the 2027 contest. While President Ruto focused on his administration's agenda during his address, his opponents are already framing the coming election as a referendum on his first term.
They also want you to tell them tonight that ya kwamba ukishindwa next year, hutatoa fujo, you will accept defeat and agree to go to Sugoi.
Timu ni moja,
Susan Waweru, NTV.